Right there, hello again. Right, I said I was going to tell you some fucking mad stories, right? So what you're going to remember is my memory is actually fucked. All the drinking has killed brain cells, so, sometimes like I'll just remember things, right? Right, now I'm not going to say where I come from. There's a reason for that. Because the story I'm going to tell you, right, people could fucking join the dots and, right, put two and two together here, right? Anyway, I come from a small town in Scotland, and say like 35 years ago, you know, I was just like a normal fucking guy, 20-year-old. We used to go out, 4, 5, maybe 6 of us at the weekend, trying to pull fucking women, eh? And 9 times out of 10 we never pulled any women. Uh, Obviously a fucking group of guys, like fucking dickheads, obviously. I don't know what we look like. So we kind of figured out, right, by accident, that you're going to pull women when you weren't trying to pull women, right? If you just went for a quiet pint with your mate. Anyway, the story I'm going back to, right, this is why I'm not telling you what town I come from, right? Because it's too fucking, right? There was this so-called nightclub, right? And half of it was a nightclub. Like upstairs was a sort of nightclub. But then you downstairs, which was a fucking karaoke bar. Remember, this is 35 years ago, right? Well, this karaoke part of this nightclub, whatever, right? It was more like a local bar. It's the same place as every. It was open fucking 7 nights a week, like 35 years ago, right? And it was open till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, legally, right? Anyway, it got to the point, right? We were going in there every weekend and we're coming out with different women, and I couldn't remember who the fuck was who, right? People walking up to me and saying, started talking to me, and I was like, well, who the fuck are you, right? And they said, well, you were at my fucking place last week for a party. And I couldn't remember, things were, anyway. Remember, I didn't know it at the time, right? But I was a fucking full-blown alcoholic. Now, when I was going to this club, right, 35 years ago, people used to say, I look like this guy from fucking Wet Marty Pello, right? But most people watching this won't know who Marty Pello is anyway. So I was just coming up with pure shite. And I didn't even plan to say the fucking shite, right? I remember I was in this club that we're talking about, right? And, some fucking girl was asking me what I did. And I told her I was a football player, right? And she fucking believed me and everything. It's a Friday night, right? And she's like, how come you're drinking on a Friday night? Without thinking, I said, I fucked up my Achilles or whatever, right? I've got an injury, and she just fucking believed it. And that was just par for the course. Pure shite coming out all over the place. Anyway, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, it was like different women every fucking weekend. Don't get me wrong, like, because, it might sound funny. Like we're having a good time. Maybe at the time it was a good time, but, today, I'm not proud of it, right? But anyway, getting back to this fucking story, this is true, right? I swear to fuck. So I'm in this club again, right? I think I was there by myself, right? And I got talking to this woman, right? And I'd never seen her out before, anyway. Yeah. So anyway, she worked in, there's two or three local hospitals, and she worked in the fucking hospital, right? But she told me that her husband was working night shift. And we were both fucking, anyway, we got in a taxi and went back to her place. And I'm steaming, like, right? And I remember saying something vaguely like, whoa, So, but we're shagging all over our fucking, the living room, bedroom, etc. That's all I remember. But I vaguely remember saying something, what are we going to say to your husband in the morning, right? And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll tell him you're like a fucking long lost cousin or something. And I remember it was winter time, and I lived in the next fucking council estate, and it's like, God, it must be like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just crashed out in the spare bedroom, right? And I don't know what time I woke up, but it must have been at least 10 o'clock in the morning, because I'll tell you that why in a minute. So anyway, I woke up in a strange house, right, and I can hear a guy snoring, right. I can hear this guy snoring, and then my memory starts coming back, you know, about the night before. I'm like, fuck's sake, yeah. That woman said she was going to work in the morning, and that's her fucking husband's, you know, off his night shift, and he's fucking snoring. I thought, fuck this, right, I'm not hanging about here. So, right, I've got up and started getting dressed, right. So I've got all my fucking clothes on, right, but my fucking shoes are not there, right. Oh, fuck's sake, right. So I've gone in the living room, right, and shoes are not fucking there, right, and I'm thinking, where the fuck are my shoes going, right? I think, where the fuck are my shoes? I thought, they're not in that room, they're not in the living room. And then I started remembering, but me and this woman fucking shagging all over the house, right? I'm thinking, there's only one place the shoes can be, right? And you're not going to see it, are you? Their fucking bedroom. And I'm like, well, I've got two choices here, right? I can go into their bedroom, see my shoes and get my shoes right. If the guy wakes up, and I'm, what the fuck, I mean, how am I going to explain what? Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting my shoes. And he's going to think, well, what the fuck are your shoes doing in my bedroom, right? And I don't know, this guy could have been like fucking Mike Tyson, right? Any cunt. But anyway, right? In the living room was a pair of shoes. This fucking guy's shoes, right? So guess what I done? Huh? What would any mad fucking alcoholic do, right? Yeah, you're right. I put his shoes on and fucked off. I went to the fucking pub, that's all I know, it must have been after 10 o'clock. Because the pubs were open. Jumped into my local pub and told everybody. Obviously, like, every cunt thought it was fucking funny. And I thought it was funny as well, but I never ever did see that lassie back out drinking again. How the fuck she's going to explain that to her husband? That there's a strange pair of men's shoes in their bedroom, and his fucking shoes are going out the house. And I swear to you, this is a true story. Because I'm never going to put any stories on here. That's not fucking true. Right?